It's been 6 long years since it. Chapter 2 concluded Stephen King's chilling tale of friendship, trauma, and fear. Yet, this October, audiences will once again descend into the cursed town of Derry, Maine, the birthplace of one of horror's most enduring monsters. Welcome to Derry, an HBO prequel series from Andy and Barbara Muschietti, promises to explore the roots of evil that have haunted King's mythology for decades. The evolution of a modern horror myth. Stephen King's It was never just a story about a killer clown. It was a sprawling meditation on memory, trauma, and the darkness that festers within small-town America. The 1990 TV miniseries introduced Tim Curry's unforgettable Pennywise, a manic, taunting predator whose laughter masked something ancient and malevolent. Andy Muschietti's 2017 adaptation transformed that nightmare into an event. Bill Skarsgård's take on Pennywise, a blend of eerie innocence and unhinged cruelty, helped the film become one of the highest-grossing horror releases in history. Chapter 1 earned over $700 million worldwide, redefining what modern horror could be: emotionally resonant, terrifying, and cinematic. Its sequel, Chapter 2, 2019, brought the Losers Club back as adults to face their demons once more. While reactions were mixed, the two-part saga solidified it as the defining horror franchise of the 21st century, a story not just about monsters, but about the enduring scars of childhood fear. A return to Derry's dark past. Welcome to Derry takes the mythology decades backward to 1962, long before Bill, Beverly, and the rest of the losers ever stepped onto the scene. The series aims to reveal the origins of Pennywise's terror and the events that shaped Derry's malevolent legacy. The story centers on Charlotte and Leroy Hanlon, Taylor Page and Yovan Adipo, and their son Will, Blake Cameron James, as they move to Derry, only to uncover the town's buried horrors. Bill Skarsgård reprises his iconic role, joined by Chris Chalk, James Remar, Madeline Stowe, Stephen Ryder, and Rudy Mancuso. The burning of the Black Spot, a nightclub built by Derry's black community and destroyed in a racist attack, is expected to serve as the series' emotional core. This event, briefly mentioned in King's novel and Chapter 2, offers the perfect backdrop to explore both human cruelty and supernatural dread. An anthology of fear. Co-creator Andy Muschietti has hinted that each potential season could jump to a new era in Derry's cursed timeline, 1962, 1935, and even 1908, aligning with the 27-year cycle of Pennywise's awakenings. That structure would turn Welcome to Derry into an anthology tracing how fear manifests across generations, transforming the universe into a decades-spanning chronicle of evil's evolution. By focusing on different time periods, the show also connects Pennywise's supernatural terror to historical realities, systemic racism, social unrest, and the horrors humans inflict upon one another. The result could be the most thematically rich chapter of the franchise yet. Unmasking fear, the risk and reward of origins. Pennywise's mystique has always stemmed from ambiguity. The less we understood, the scarier he became. That's why Welcome to Derry carries both risk and intrigue. By exploring the creature's beginnings, the series could either demystify or deepen the fear. If handled with care, revealing glimpses of Pennywise's human guise, perhaps as the elusive Bob Gray, could add new emotional depth without diluting the horror. Instead of explaining away evil, the show has the opportunity to portray it as cyclical, inevitable, and terrifyingly human. Bill Skarsgård's return ensures continuity of tone. His version of Pennywise is both predatory and strangely childlike, a paradox that makes him horrifyingly unpredictable. Through this performance, Welcome to Derry may redefine how audiences perceive the creature, transforming him from a symbol of fear into something far more existential. Continuing the legacy of King's horror universe. Few horror franchises have had the same cultural footprint as it. The 2017 film's success reshaped modern genre storytelling, proving that horror could blend blockbuster ambition with raw emotional truth. It paved the way for introspective horror hits like The Black Phone and Smile, both of which explored trauma and fear as universal experiences. Now, by expanding King's universe into serialized storytelling, Welcome to Derry has the chance to do for television what it did for cinema. Like Castle Rock and Dr. Sleep, it bridges nostalgia with reinvention, inviting viewers to confront the same truth King has always written about. Evil never truly dies, it just takes new forms. A new era of horror begins. As Welcome to Derry premieres on October 26th, fans return not just to a familiar nightmare, but to a living, breathing mythology, one that continues to evolve with each generation. This series isn't simply reviving Pennywise, it's reimagining how we tell stories about fear itself. If the show succeeds, it will remind audiences why it remains the crown jewel of modern horror, because beneath the monsters, balloons, and cosmic terror lies something hauntingly real, the fear of growing up and the realization that the darkness never truly leaves Derry or us.